The obvious signs of a Pinocchio, a wooden boy, being blackmailed and has a stromboli, a little puppet who lies and lies like Pinocchio. A telltale sign of a Pinocchio, a wooden boy, or someone involved with this terrorist organization. Pinocchio also, there's various ways they can be a puppet, but they are or being blackmailed as well. But a telltale sign of this is they say this technology I'm a victim of is infallible, and there's no way to manipulate it, and there is the readings on their monitors, their computers, etc., are infallible and they're always accurate. Any educated man, anyone who's educated, would be able to use reason and logic and understand that this technology could be infallible and understand there could be all sorts of manipulations. So anyone who's pushing this technology, telling you it's infallible, you can trust it, there is no flaws in this system, there is no way they could manipulate mind outputs, there's no way they could manufacture telepathy, there is no way they could manipulate neurophysiological cues and provide you false readings, there's no way they could hack the computer that you're relying on to read the readings and give you manufactured readings. Anyone telling you that is either a Pinocchio, a wooden boy basically, or involved, or has poor analytical skills. So pay attention to those things, because anyone who uses reason and logic would know there's always flaws in technology. Technology is never infallible. And if there is an occasion where it is, it's very, very rare. And any educated person would know that there is so many ways to manipulate this system and scary, from hacking to other implantables where the readings come from that could throw off these readings, to other manipulations, different devices, etc., etc. Or even, tampering with the communications in transit to the computer that they go to, whether the transit is through telecommunications towers, or the transit of these communications from my brain and body are going through a satellite. The communication could go through a satellite, they could be on the satellite interacting and then tampering with these communications and the data within those communications as they pass through the satellite and route to whatever computer they're being read on. So any educated person who knows how to use reason and logic and analyze things would be able to figure that out. So anyone telling you these things are infallible, the system can't be hacked, can't be compromised, is either a liar and involved, a wooden boy and lying, and or poor analytical skills. But now let's keep this in mind. How many people have been being blackmailed? If you're blackmailed, then maybe you can speculate upon who else is. One, I'm unblackmailable, key point. But if you're being blackmailed, or you know of others being blackmailed, what if they're blackmailing doctors, experts, influential people to push this technology? And then because they have influence, they have credibility, and they're using experts, doctors, medical guys, scientists, influential people, etc., to push these agendas and say it's infallible. That could be dangerous. So I'd ask if these guys are being blackmailed, this and that, because there's people gambling, and maybe that's where they're hand tying that's maybe a key source of their hand tying, is these gambling rings, the illegal investments, the fact that this technology they're using has been stolen. That's a key point. And there's a lot of people who know it but lie about it, but that's a key source of hand tying. And when their hands are tied, they can be blackmailed to, endorse certain technologies. So let's keep that in. That's a key point to factor into analysis, amongst other hand tying, other sources of hand tying. So, or they even have people who could impersonate influential people, whether imagery or whatever, or just claim to be so-and-so, and then try to endorse or back this technology. So let's use our brains, praise Jesus, and let's be safe, not sorry.